Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. I do not own the rights to this music. Job chapter 29. This is the Amplified Version. Job's past was glorious. And Job again took up his discussion and said, "Oh, that I were as in the months of old, as in the days when God watched over me, when his lamp shone upon my head, and by his light I walked through darkness, as I was in the prime of my days, when the friendship and counsel of God were over my tent, when the Almighty was still with me, and my boys were around me, when my steps through rich pastures were washed with butter and cream from my livestock, and the rock poured out for me streams of oil from my olive groves, when I went out to the gate of the city, when I took my seat as a city father in the square. The young men saw me and hid themselves. The aged arose and stood respectfully. The princes stopped talking and put their hands on their mouths. The voices of the nobles were hushed, and their tongues stuck to the roof of their mouths. For when an ear heard my name mentioned, it called me happy and fortunate. And when an eye saw me, it testified for me approvingly, because I rescued the poor who cried for help, and the orphan who had no helper. The blessing of him who was about to perish came upon me, and I made the widow's heart sing for joy. I put on righteousness, and it clothed me. My justice was like a robe and a turban. I was eyes to the blind, and I was feet to the lame. I was a father to the needy. I investigated the case I did not know, and assured justice. And I smashed the jaws of the wicked, and snatched the prey from his teeth. Then I said, I shall die in my nest, and I shall multiply my days as the sand. My root is spread out and open to the waters, and the dew lies all night upon my branch. My glory and honor are fresh in me, being constantly renewed, and my bow gains ever new strength in my hand. They listened to me and waited, and kept silent for my counsel. After I spoke, they did not speak again, and my speech dropped upon them like a refreshing shower. They waited for me, and for my words, as for the rain, and they opened their mouths as for the spring rain. I smiled at them when they did not believe, and they did not diminish the light of my face. I chose a way for them, and sat as chief, and dwelt as a king among his soldiers, as one who comforts mourners. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.